As you view this fourth and final video series of this season, remember, we have no intention of embarrassing a player, a coach, a school, or an official. These clips are randomly selected with the goal of developing and maintaining a consistent level of officiating throughout the state. With this being the last series of this season, we have 7 clips to review, so sit back and enjoy. Our first clip is a good example of the over and back rule, and how all 3 points, the ball and each foot, must cross the division line in order to establish front court status. You'll notice that the left foot of the ball handler, number 25, crosses the division line. However, the ball and his right foot remain in the back court, where he maintains back court status as he continues the dribble and brings his left foot back over the line. So contrary to what many of the fans probably yelled, this is not a violation. The ball handler can legally back up and make another move to cross the division line. I will suggest that the defender is not able to maintain a legal guarding position when contact is made with the ball handler, thus displacing the ball handler, which results in the ball handler retreating to initiate another attempt to cross the division line. In my opinion, a blocking foul should have been assessed in this situation. The second clip illustrates a good call by the official related to an illegal screen. Number 21 in a white jersey reverses the ball to the left side of the floor before stepping in to set a screen for number 3, who is cut from the left side, along the baseline, and out from the right wing. As the defender, number 23 in gray, attempts to follow the cutter over the screener does not maintain a set position and continues to move backward in an attempt to keep the defender from staying up with the cutter. The official correctly signals a foul. My only advice here, the official should have used the proper mechanic by signaling a block and a team control foul before proceeding to the reporting area. But this is a good get on this one. Clip number 3 illustrates the principle of verticality. As the offensive player catches the pass, makes a power dribble, and prepares to go up to the basket, the defender moves into position, sets his feet, and goes straight up in his initial jump to block the shot. His body remained in the vertical plane on that initial jump. When the offensive player pump faked, however, in his effort to regain a defensive position and possibly block the shot, the defender's left arm is no longer in the vertical plane, as it leans over the offensive player who is now taking the ball strong to the basket. The defensive player initiates contact, thus a foul. Both the lead and the C have this one right. Had the defender kept his arm straight and in the vertical plane of his body, no foul is committed. This is one we often see when the player will stand there after the foul is called, with her or his hands and arms extended in the air as if to say that is where they were all the time. And oftentimes the coach will plead that same case. But we all know better. Clip number 4 is a good example of displacement. The defender, number 34 in black, is in the lane off into the ball as he plays help side defense. When his man, number 50 in white, flashes into the lane, the defender is slow in getting to a spot, which allows the offensive player to gain possession and an advantage. As the offensive player follows the ball movement, he is doing a good job of keeping the defender behind him and calling for the ball. The defender is using his hands, his arms, his legs, and everything he has in displacing the offensive player, which is a foul that should have been called. Granted, the offensive player was able to receive a pass and pass it back out, but this type of contact needs to be called early in a game to keep things from getting more physical as the game progresses. The defensive player, who was beat to the spot in the lane, used an illegal guarding position to displace the offensive player, who had established a legal offensive position as he moved through the lane. Now let's look at some clips of the always popular block charge call. Our 5th clip illustrates a correct blocking call by the official. As number 21 in the white jersey heads up the floor, number 11 in the dark jersey sets up in his spot of the full court press, with his feet set, prepared to defend. As the ball handler approaches, the defender steps with his left foot to slide, in an effort to contain the ball handler and maybe pick up a charging foul. However, the defender makes contact with his left arm and left leg, which displaces the ball handler. The center official makes the correct call, which is a blocking foul on the defensive player. But he is a bit too far down the floor to have the best angle to see this play. It would have been easier and better to sell the call if he had stopped as the play came toward him to have a better angle and thus a better view between the two players. Clip number 6 illustrates a charging foul being called. The ball handler in the white jersey makes a move around the defender, who cannot move his feet quick enough to contain him. So he reaches around in an attempt to swat the ball away. Something we see all too often: lazy defense. Had the defender made contact with the ball handler's arm, a foul would have been the correct call to make. In this clip, the ball handler is out of control as he barrels toward the basket. The help side defender in the lane sees the ball handler coming in and sets up to take the contact head on. The offensive player cannot control his movement and crashes into the stationary defender, drawing the offensive foul. With that many bodies hitting the floor, something was going to be called, and the lead official got this one right. In our last clip, the lead also gets this one right. The team in white takes the outlet pass and begins moving up the floor, with the pass going to the middle of the floor, which will lead to a 3-on-2 advantage for the team in white. However, the ball handler, instead of coming to a jump stop and passing to his teammate on the right wing, he decides to take it to the basket, which is a bad decision. The defender anticipates and steps into the center of the lane in the ball handler's path to the basket. The defender sets his feet, takes the contact initiated by the offensive player. Again, the lead official makes the correct call: an offensive foul. We all know that the block charge is the toughest judgment call we have in the game of basketball. It requires a split-second decision on a play that can oftentimes go either way. A play that can be seen numerous times in video, at slow motion, and still result in different opinions. If we put ourselves in the best possible position, we will get it right more often than not. And when you make that decision, come out strong and confident, showing everyone that you are sure of what you have. This concludes our video series for this season. I hope you enjoyed viewing them as much as we enjoyed bringing them to you. The positive feedback and comments I've received makes me believe that the clips are beneficial in reaching our goal of consistency throughout the state. Keep up your great effort. Everyone, the players, the coaches, you as officials are getting tired, but let's concentrate and focus on giving our best effort each time we step on the court. That's what the kids deserve. Good luck as we head into postseason games. If you're not working, get out and watch other officials. Learn from watching them. Ask them questions. We should always be looking to improve. And be looking for information regarding the statewide clinic that will be held in late September. Finally, I want to thank you. It's an honor for me to work with you and to support what you do for the game and for the kids who play it.